name is Brianna K, or you might know me as Bits of Brie, and today we're going to be packing my hospital bag for little Dave. I cannot believe that the time is already here to do this, and I wanted to make a video so that you know all of the things that you cannot forget for your hospital bag. As a third-time mom, there are some just essential things that I need to bring with me to the hospital, and I want to share then also just some special things that I know have really helped me the last 2 rounds when I was in the hospital. So I hope that this video helps you out a ton. And I have my little hospital bag checklist here, so you'll get to go through every item I'm packing with me. I'll show you how I'm packing it and some special things I'm doing, like making the nurses some little goodies as a thank you gift too in this video. But I wanted to thank the Scout app for sponsoring today's video, because the Scout app is what I actually used to make this big long hospital bag checklist, because it has been 3.5 years since I had my little girl Presley and I didn't want to forget anything. And it also is how I figured out the newborn essentials that I needed for 2020, because baby care has changed so much. It's so expensive. So before you invest in anything, I wanted to make sure I knew I was purchasing the right products, and the Scout app really helped me to do that. So Scout is a platform that helps connect businesses to new customers through you. So you can support your community by promoting the businesses you know and love to your network on Scout. So what I love about Scout is you can make decks to help you with whatever you need. So whether it is making sure you have everything you need for your hospital bag, newborn must-haves, whether it's book recommendations or recommendations for the best takeout restaurants near you, which I'm sure we'll be ordering a lot of takeout once little babe is here, and you don't want to waste money on bad takeout, right? So Scout is the way that you can get that feedback from people right in your community so that you know what the best businesses are. And that's really what I love about Scout, is the fact that it is a community where you can ask questions and get answers from your community, and you can also return the favor by answering the questions that you see others have and helping them out to get the right information or recommendations. And you can download the Scout app. It's absolutely free right to your phone. You can also download on Chrome and extensions so that you have it on your desktop computer as well. And I will have the Scout app linked down in my description box below so that you can scout it out for yourself.
Told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you.
So let's start with the stuff for baby first that I'm packing. I ended up getting this Lulu Bebe. I had asked on Instagram what people's best recommendations were for diaper bags. So I just loved the color of this, but I actually didn't even take the plastic off of it yet, but I love the fact that it has the straps on the back so you can wear it as a book bag. I have learned from after my first baby that I didn't have a backpack. I needed a backpack because you need both your hands free and you don't want something like weighted on your shoulder. So this is what I'll be packing all of little babe's stuff in, but it will be the end of November. We're due November 22nd, and we don't know what baby is. So I have a good mix of some gender neutral pieces and some pieces that I'm like, oh, if it is a girl, if it is a boy. But I got this little snow hat. I figured this is going to be necessary, potentially if it's snowy here in Cleveland, which it likely is at that point. And kind of underneath all the onesies, I'll show you all of those. This is the little snowsuit that I got for on the way home to keep baby cozy, because I know it will be cold. So that's the 2 big things. If baby does happen to be a girl though, I was obsessed. I saw this little gown on Etsy, and I just thought it was a pretty wintry floral print, and it came with a little matching bow. And I personally like the gowns when my babies are newborns. I know some people don't, but I think it is so much easier if you haven't had a baby yet to just be able to flip it up to change them, and then you can just retie the bottom so they're still warm and cozy. But in the beginning, I swear you're changing a diaper every hour some days. So it is just a lot easier, I think, especially during the nighttime hours if you have them in one of these gowns. So when you're tired and exhausted, you can change the baby so much easier. But I got this little cranberry one. It did come with a bow, but I feel like this could still look really cute with a little boy hat too. Just colors since it will be the week of Thanksgiving is technically when we're due. So that's why I got that little boy hat to kind of mix and match. And then this little, it's just so tiny. Like I can't even believe how small some of these clothes are. This little just gender neutral onesie. And another one, this one is slightly bigger, and I did get one with buttons because somebody did recommend to me, even though I highly prefer zippers, it's so much easier. It is like really hard when a baby's wiggling to be like buttoning them up, but sometimes you might need buttons just depending on if there's like anything going on with baby in the very beginning. A lot of NICU mamas have said like having buttoned onesies was a lifesaver. So we're going to pray that everything is healthy, but I just stocked up on one just to be on the safe side. And this, I love this one. I figured it could be for boy or girl, but it's made out of that super soft fleece material. And it's fun. I've never had a winter baby before. I've only had spring babies. Technically this is a fall baby, but it will almost be winter and it will feel like winter here in Cleveland. So I love all like how soft and cozy some of these are. This is another just like plain white gown that you can tie up at the bottom. I got this on Etsy and it actually came in a set. It came with a little matching white bow and a little hat, so no matter what babe is, and then it came with these little no scratch mittens, which these are so important. I actually picked up another pack of just some other gender neutral ones because in the beginning when they're born their nails are so long and they always go to touch their face and you don't want them scratching their sweet little cheeks. So those no scratch mittens are like so necessary. This is another just gender neutral. Again, it's that really soft fleece material. It's so cozy. I actually figured this would be a good one maybe for going home underneath that like fluffy bear coat. And I am just going to pack one 2-piece again with the buttons. This came in a pack of 5, so there was a whole bunch of different gender neutral colors, and I just picked this more like heather beige one, or oatmeal. And then this one I thought was so cute. Even if babe is a girl, I'm like I can put, you know, a cute little bow with it, but I thought that this was so sweet if it's a boy for Thanksgiving. I just love that color. That was so cute. And again, another little hat I got, another just like neutral colored bow. And I did get this like little pack on Etsy. It has like the boy and girl hospital hat, so maybe for one of babe's first pictures. And this was from Gap, but it's the little eared beanie. That was so sweet. But besides the scratch mittens, those are some little booties that I got to go with all of the outfits too. And this was recommended to me on those Scout apps, these Cutie Pat. They're like a pacifier and teether. So they have like flat ones and they also have rounded ones, but I'm gonna pack one of these, and this is like to clip onto the binky, so that way, you know, you can kind of like attach it to their outfit so that you're not losing a binky all over the place, or so it's not falling on the ground or something like that if somebody's holding the baby. So would highly recommend one of these to just keep your binkies a little more sanitary. So then just a couple of other things I'm going to pack. I have, this is like a swaddle blanket. It also came with the one gown set that I got, the long white one. And this is more of like a softer muslin one with the pom-poms that I'm going to bring too. And this one I figured I would use as the car seat blanket. So this one's like a little like thicker and chunkier, so that when we are taking baby home, if it's cold, there's a nice cozy blanket in the car for babe. And I am just going to pack 3 of these burp cloths. One just in case there's any kind of mess in the car. It is something that I feel like you don't think about until that car ride, and if like baby spits up or something like that on the car ride, or has a poop blowout on the way home, sometimes you just like need burp cloths on hand to clean up any sort of a mess that can be made. So bringing these 3 burp cloths with us too.
of you trying to break through.
All right, let's move on for the stuff that I'm packing for me. So this is going to be my hospital bag. I love this bag because it has the zipper on the bottom where you can store shoes and stuff that you don't want to pack with the rest of your gear. And I also just love this outside pocket here. When I've used this for traveling before, it's like so convenient just to throw the stuff that you absolutely need in it. And on the inside too, they like have another like separate storage bag for you, but there's pockets on both sides, and then there's like another zippered pocket that's built into it. But I just love this bag. It's very, very like large. You can fit a ton in it. But these are the things I'm packing for myself. If you watched my cleaning videos, you know that I'm always in fluffy slippers. So I'm bringing them to the hospital too, just to have that comfort from home feeling. Because that's really what it is, you know, depending how you deliver, labor just really, you know, it takes a toll on your body. So you want to just feel as comfy and cozy as you absolutely can. So I'm packing these nice cozy slippers. I also have these incredible fuzzy socks. Like I would just tell you, the hospital can get cold just depending on, you know, the time of year too. So fuzzy socks are a must to stay nice and warm and cozy. And I also am bringing a pillowcase for in the hospital so that it just feels more comfortable too, even though it's very hard to sleep. Just something that kind of adds that extra feeling of home and luxury. And again, the hospital can get really cold, so I am just going to bring this big fuzzy blanket for myself too, to stay warm at night. And then, because we are delivering in a interesting world with the pandemic, I did get a pack of masks. These were from Old Navy, so I'm bringing these because I figured like Adam can wear these and I can wear the other ones if we need. So packing those. And as far as clothes for me, I'll show you what I think the most important thing is. Like if you have to run out the door and didn't pack your hospital bag, grab a robe. This one is one I got on Etsy. I think it was actually geared more towards like bridesmaids and weddings, but I just like the color and the like how pretty the sleeves were, and I just figured, you know, I'm gonna be wearing this the majority of the time after I have the baby, or even over the pajamas that I'm packing. So I wanted something that felt pretty and feminine and would make me feel more confident after delivering a baby. So I got this one on Etsy, but I would say a robe is like the number one thing you need just to be able to throw that on. And then it's very easy access to, if you're going to be breastfeeding, to have that robe just to be able to feed the baby really quickly. And the nurses will be coming in a ton to check you too, so sometimes it's really nice to have the robe on, just the robe on, so they can do like their checks really fast, whether it's for like checking down there or your tummy, again, depending how you deliver. But I'm gonna pack 2 sets of pajamas. So I have this first set. These are my absolute favorite pair or style of pajamas. I have them in a ton of colors, but they're so soft. And I am packing short ones just because after you have the baby, I know it can be cold at night, but just when I'm like walking around when I am awake, your hormones are going crazy. So you oftentimes sweat a ton after you have the baby, like those first 48 hours to a week after delivery. I just remember like out of nowhere feeling so hot and sweaty. So I like my underlayer to be a little bit less, so I can like always take the blanket and socks and that stuff off if I need to. And then I got this nursing nightgown as well, and I just love this color since it will be Thanksgiving week and Christmas time right after we have the baby. But it is like one of those like very stretchy necklines, so you can nurse, but it also has the snaps so that you can unsnap it. So if you were to wear this, I know some people like to wear something like this when they're actually delivering the baby, so that you can have that cuddle time and like expose your chest right after you have the baby too. But got that little nightgown. We're in the hospital. And then you need to make sure you pack a going home outfit. So since it will be cooler where we live, I got this little mama sweatshirt. I thought that was so cute. And I'm just gonna pack a pair of black joggers, because keep in mind, especially when you're first going home from the hospital, you'll still be bleeding pretty heavily. So you might wanna wear darker bottoms when you're leaving, or just like when you're doing anything those first few weeks, so that you can avoid ruining your favorite lighter pairs of pants. A couple of other things that I've learned from the last time. I was craving a shower so desperately in the hospital, so I'm packing flip-flops. Think like college style, where you had your flip-flops before you go down the hall to shower. You know, the showers, not that they're not clean, but it just, you know, it's not your house shower, right? So I like flip-flops for in the shower. And the hospital towels also are pretty flimsy and not very big. And especially when you're just still, like your belly is still going to be a belly, like it doesn't go away overnight or anything like that. So I like a nice thick towel. So I'm actually packing a beach towel to use for after I shower in the hospital, just so that I feel warmer and cozier. And I'm also going to pack, this is like a makeup removing cloth. So bring one of those. Again, sometimes it's just like you want things that are like the comforts of home. And this is especially important for delivery, but you definitely need some kind of scrunchies. Like if you're sweating during labor, or again after labor, I feel like it's just nice to get your hair up out of the way. So don't forget some kind of hair tie or scrunchie. I'm also packing my AirPods just in case there's something you want to listen to and the baby's sleeping. And this, we learned, is so important just because of how hospital beds are sometimes set up. If there isn't an outlet close by and you need to be charging your phone, I don't know if you can really tell, this is one of the extra long charging cords. So you might just want to, like they plug into your regular wall plug, but you might just want to get an extra long one. And then that way it's easier for you to have your phone charging and you still can reach it when you're in the hospital instead of having it like far away from you, especially if you're like holding the baby that's asleep and like need, to call for help. So another thing I'm packing is this huge, like I feel like you need some kind of big water bottle or some kind of big water container because you will be dying of thirst. All I can remember is being insatiably thirsty after I had my first two babies. And so I have this just to like always have it filled on my bedside table, and for the car ride home to have it filled up because you're just so thirsty all of the time. And then I have, this is my travel toiletry bag. I just always keep all my travel stuff packed in here. And then I also have my makeup bag that I would throw in to this, that I like already have in a to-go bag. That way I have like my makeup and my toiletries. But a couple of the toiletries I just wanted to point out that I feel like are things you might not necessarily think about if you don't bring them with you all the time, is lip gloss. Even during pregnancy, my lips feel more chapped, but there's something about all of like the breathing you're doing during labor that your lips just get so dry and chapped. So bring some kind of lip balm chapstick when you're packing your hospital bag. And this might be silly too, but pack a razor. I don't know, for me, it was just something about that shower. Like I just wanted to like make sure my armpits were shaved and feel like truly clean after delivery. So I'm packing that. COVID world, Clorox wipes. I got a little travel size of these and some hand sanitizer just so that we can, be being extra safe with the baby. And mints is one of the things that during labor, if especially your mouth is like really dry, you might want to bring mints or even potentially gum because you can't eat when you're in labor. Or some hospitals do it a little differently. Sometimes you're allowed to have jello or soup broth, like very light things. Some won't let you eat anything. It just kind of all depends. But I feel like having mints or gum can help if you need something for both like your breath and to like hold you over until that first postpartum meal. Like I said, I'm also bringing Blistex because this is just like my preferred. My lips are like really dry and cracked. And if you're going to be breastfeeding, I could not recommend to you more some type of nipple balm, but I've always used this Boobies, it's called. It's organic nipple balm, and it just helps so much, especially when you're first transitioning to breastfeeding, when you're just going to be like really, really sore and potentially they could like crack. And this just helps, the same as, on your lips, it helps keep everything moisturized and protected for when you're breastfeeding. So I would highly recommend this if you're thinking of trying breastfeed. And then I have this basket that I was just going to fill up with a bunch of goodies for the nurses as a thank you. And I made some labels like, thanks for keeping us in good hands for the hand sanitizer, and you're too kind for the kind bars, and you're so sweet for the chocolate bars, and you're extra nice for the gum. And I think the last one I said, you're meant to be a nurse for the mints. But I'm just going to take these out and attach these little labels to them and just fill this basket up and leave it in the room then for the nurses to grab as a thank you.
It isn't hard to tell what you were thinking, babe. Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over, over. I don't know what you did, but it's alright with me. It doesn't matter any longer. I will forgive your flaws if you're forgiving mine. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over, over. Spill it out. Don't you spare any details. Stuff how you feel about it.
So here is the goodie bag, or goodie basket, I guess, of the goodies for the nurses. So I have the mints, the hand sanitizer, and that little label, thanks for keeping us in good hands, and the extra gum, you're extra nice, you're too kind, and you're so sweet on the chocolate bars. And I'm thinking I should probably just put a sign here that's like, help yourself or something like that. And one other thing I learned from my last 2 deliveries is when you leave the hospital gives you so much stuff for your postpartum care. They will give you all the pads you need. They will give you diapers for the baby. They will give you wipes for the baby. They give you a lot of stuff. So bring some kind of a to-go bag. These are great because they can fold up and you can just like put them right in your hospital bag. Then you have them to throw in all the different postpartum and newborn supplies that the hospital's going to give you before you leave.
It isn't hard to tell what you were thinking, babe. Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over.
much for watching this video and packing my hospital bag with me. I'm so excited. If there is anything I forgot though, please let me know in the comments, and please, if there's anything else that really helped you, that you brought with you to the hospital, let us know in the comments too, for both me and other people who are watching to try to get ideas. And don't forget, check out the Scout app. Again, I'll have it linked down in the description box because it really helped me to get everything that I needed for my hospital bags, and I'm sure it can help you too. And if you would like the hospital bag checklist that I shared, be sure to head over to my website and it's there for you for free. But I will see you guys in my next videos. Make sure notifications are turned on so you don't miss any updates for when little babe is arriving. Bye, loves.